welcome to a wonderful session with me, and on today's episode we're going to be discussing about the text tool. So your question quickly will be, what is the text tool? What is it used for? And I guess right, your text tool is used to write text. I'm very sure that is what you are thinking of, that text. From what text itself simply means to write text. So how do you use text as a graphic designer? That should be the next question. The next question, which is how to use text as a graphic designer. Simply put, you should have seen flower posts before. You should have seen whatever kind of graphical illustration you have seen outside. You have seen either digital platforms or physical way or printed ways, whichever platform you've seen it. You've seen text in any of the designs, be it motion graphics or whatever kind of graphics. You should have seen, you will always see text. So there's no such designs there's no design that works without text. So basically, the text tool is used to writing and to insert text in our designs, and you can also manipulate your text tools, your text with inserting different colors. You can insert both different types of fill colors. Remember, I explained on our previous video where I explained on how to manipulate fill colors, the 7 types of fill colors, and also you can also apply outline colors to your text also. So whichever way you want to fit it in, the text tool is one of those tools that you cannot do without. Do you understand? It's one of those tools on the toolbox in the CorelDraw graphic design software that you cannot do without. Just like you can't do without the pick tool, you also cannot do without the text tool, because in whatever design you're going to be creating, you have to insert the text. Do you understand? And it's majorly used for typography. So now let's just, with that being said, let's just head on straight to the toolbox and let's just see a little practical aspect of the tool. So the toolbox, the text tool is located on the toolbox, which is on the left hand side of your CorelDraw surface, directly under the polygon tool. Just look at my mouse moving around and move it over to the side. So this is you see the A sign, the tool that has the A sign, that is the text tool. So just select the text tool and then you insert whatever text you want to write. Do you understand? You just insert whatever text you want to write on your design. So basically, we're not designing anything, we're just trying to manipulate what the text tool entails, what you can use the text tool for. So you can just select, just write, let's just say we are learning, or let's just write text, yeah. So I just wrote text now, and you can see this is it. I wrote text and then I increased it. So basically, if this is what I want to do with my design, then this is my design. I can write text and I can apply colors to it. I can apply whatever field I want to do to it. Do you understand? So, and there's an option under our on this bar here. Just look at my mouse moving around. On this bar here, there's an option for text, so you can easily manipulate text and see all of these other effects that you can use your text to achieve. Do you understand? So you can fit into parts. When we get to fit text into part, that's if you want to do something like kind of circle kind of effect, we'll talk about that. If you want to do whatever thing you want to do, all of these things are examples of what you can even use it to spell check. If you, let's say, mistakenly wrote an incorrect word, you can do all of those things here. Just go around each and every one of it and then fit them into your text designs. Do you get? So basically, that's all you can do with text, and then you can also apply color. So let's just leave this one like this. Let me reduce this with all sides, and to do that you have to hold on your shift, select a side and draw it around it. So now let me just on my caps and come back to my text. Let's write something else. Let's say write text. Okay, text, and then I'm increasing it. There's something else I want to explain with this. Now with text, you can be able to manipulate text in different forms. Do you get? So there are different forms of text, and the most important thing about this text is that you can use varieties of fonts. Let's say, for example, this font I'm using right now is the Arial font. I can decide to say I want to change my font to another type of font. And where do you locate your font? Then the font is located on this side, this side of our toolbox, on this part of our toolbox. So everything you can see under this part here are where we can use to manipulate and configurize everything that has to do with text effects. Do you understand? So how do this come up? Just to select your text or write out the text, then this dialog box will pop up. So once you just finish with that, this dialog box will pop up, and once this dialog box pop up, all you just simply need to do is to just come around it and then edit whatever it is you want to do. Okay, so guys, with that being said, let's see what we can use our fonts to do now. I was talking about font earlier, and basically what font simply means is the way you want your text to look like. The way you want your text to look like. I'm making a very special video for how to get fonts. I'm making a special video on how to get fonts and the best websites you can get fonts for free. Do you understand? Especially graphical designs fonts. I'll give out a video. I'll make a video for that and I'll post it here on YouTube. But then with that being said, let's just see the varieties of fonts I have here. So how do you locate your font? Your font is located on this panel here. This panel here, you have area. I can see my mouse moving around here. This panel. So to locate the varieties of fonts you have, you can just simply select down the drop down here, and then you see the varieties of fonts you have. Do you understand? So like mine now, you can see I have different, like area. Now area has different variations of area. There's area regular, there's area normal italic, there's area bold, there's area bold italic, then there's area black itself. So whichever one you want to use. So let's just select area black, for example. You can see the way it's now looking like now. Do you understand? So I'm not going to put this aside so you can see from where we are coming from and the effect it's giving us now. So I'm going to duplicate this and see the effect it's giving us. Okay, now so you can see by the time I come over to my text, you can see the varieties of effects it's giving, because I already have all of these downloaded fonts already on my laptop. And there are some kind of fonts, there are some types of fonts that comes directly with your computer, whatever kind of computer you use. There are some kind of fonts that comes with them, but there are some other special effect fonts that you need to get outside of your computer. You need to get installed in your computer. So that is why I was explaining that there are different types of sites where you can get these fonts from. Do you understand? So there are sites where you can get this fonts from, and I'm going to be making a video specially for that, where I will explain. I think there are about 5 special there on sites that I will really recommend that you get those fonts for, and they are absolutely free sites where you can get your professional design fonts from. Do you understand? So I have so many fonts that I have on my laptop right now that I've installed, and the ones I've not even installed. Do you understand? So I'm just going over them so you can see the varieties of fonts. So whatever kind of design that I want to do, that is what the most important thing about this video is, to explain to you the kind of fonts you can see. There are some kind of designs where you see people that they just design something and you'll be like, why are they carrying different kind of fonts? You see this one carry area black, puts it in at the top of the design. You see another one using blitzwing, using different type, using snug, and like the design itself will not make sense. So there's something about fonts that you need to know when you are designing designing. There's something about fonts you need to know, and you need to take care of those parts. You need to take action. Well, by the time we get to design in full, you guys will understand what I'm talking about. The right set of fonts to use for the kind of design. I'll say that again so you get it. The right kind of fonts to use for the right kind of design. So if, for example, if I'm designing like an official kind of design, you will not expect me to use Action and Jackson font, like this kind of font. If I'm writing it, if I'm designing something that is official, I will never use this kind of playful font. Do you understand? So basically, the kind of design that designing determines the kind of fonts you use. So you have to take note of the kind of fonts you use on your designs. Do you understand? So basically, guys, that's all for this. And like I also explained the other time, you can also manipulate them by adding whatever kind of fill colors you want to do. So let's just do a quick one out. Like for example, let's say adding this fill color yellow on this, and then adding a black outline to it. So I can decide to increase the font of the outline to something bit better, and to get the outline color, this dialog box, to press F12 on your keyboard. So let's just increase this to, let's say 16, or let's say 25 will be okay. So let's say 25, and then I select OK. Here you go. I have my design with me right now. You can see see the text itself. So basically guys, that's all for this video. Okay, so that's all for this video, and I will encourage you to anticipate to the next video where I'll be explaining and giving us the best sites for us to get our professional graphic design fonts. So in our next video, I'm going to be explaining the site. I'll be showing you the sites where you get your professional graphic design fonts and how to manipulate them, how to install the fonts, how to get the fonts, and how to use them in our design. Most importantly, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and make a comment on the comment section. Let's interact, let's talk, let's engage with each other. Tell me one or two things you learned on the video, or what you feel I should make videos about. Just make comment on the comment section and let's interact. So with that being said, see you guys in our next video.